afternoon and welcome to your favorite current affairs program, 60 Minutes Nigeria. My name is Egosa Agbonlao. It's a delight to be with you today, especially after my annual vacation. I must assure you that today's program promises to be very enlightening, educative, and entertaining. We are looking at the impact, the very negative and bedeviling impact of corruption on the development of Nigeria. It is believed that Nigeria would have done well if not for these problems, age-long problem. I have in the studio a very distinguished royal father and analyst of repute, His Royal Highness Haji Bako Dogo. Nice to have you with us today.
Thank you so much.
Yes. He has been with us for a very long time. He knows the nitty-gritty of this topic because it has crippled Nigeria. But before Haji Bako will give us his own comments on the impact of corruption, let me give you a background information. What's the meaning of corruption? We'll start with that. Corruption, it means dishonest or fraudulent conduct by those in power, typically involving bribery. Then let's look at fraudulent. Fraudulent, we can say obtained, done by, or involved in involving deception, especially criminal deception. How does corruption affect Nigeria's growth and development? Corruption has significant effects on the Nigerian economy. In effect, corruption slows growth, leads to inefficient investment in public projects, and slows down foreign investment. Corruption hinders economic development by reducing domestic investment, discouraging foreign direct investment, as we said, encouraging overspending in government, and distorting the composition of government spending away from education, health, infrastructure maintenance towards less efficient but more corrupt practices. In a nutshell, corruption increases inequality, decreases popular accountability and political responsiveness, and thus produces rising frustration and hardship among citizens, who are then more likely to accept or even demand accountability from elected public office holders. We'll stop at that point for now. Haji Dogo, you see, corruption is a menace, and it has bedeviled the development of Nigeria. Some persons, before they are elected into public office, they will tell you, oh, I'll do this for Nigeria, I'll do that for Nigeria. Immediately they are elected, this evil creeps into them and begin to affect their actions. And who are the people that bears the brunt? Who are those who suffers the most? The poor, the downtrodden. Now, we don't even know that we have a middle class because of the kind of hardship in Nigeria. So what's your opening remarks to this very disturbing trend?
Well, corruption in Nigeria is a deep problem to every one of us. Corruption in Nigeria has eaten as a carcam worm, bite harder in Nigeria. Corruption in Nigeria, to me, I would describe it as a household name today, because where there is corruption, and there is no also goodies for reward for those who are not corrupt. So it now enables people who are supposed not to be corrupt more. And corruption is, if you go to the ministry today, almost all the ministry in Nigeria are affected and is biting harder in Nigeria system. And the problem again is that there is nobody watching to us. Okay, let us see how we can punish those who are corrupt. Even the one fighting corruption are corrupt. The people who are fighting corruption, they are also corrupt.
A case in point is the recent arrest of some EFCC
officials
who were allegedly involved in corrupt practices.
How can
and they are supposed to fight corruption?
They are supposed to fight corruption. They are not the one, the corruption is fighting them, and they are also corrupt. Not only EFCC, it is because EFCC today is like the police who you see there today. At the time you go to other ministries, you will be surprised. Are this one really human being? The way they do things, corruption before, when you are doing things, you do it with fear of God. Today there is no fear of God. People do it with punity. People do it with punity, nothing will happen.
They don't care.
Just like you say, Day,
they don't care.
They don't care. So that is what the problem is today in Nigeria. Sometimes I go around, before now, when you have the system working, as a civil servant, you want to buy a car. You can't buy a car with your name. You have the money, you can't buy a car with your name. You have to go and look for one of your relations who you think is even rich a little. I beg, I want to use your name to buy a car. At the time you are coming to the office, you will allow that man to drive you to the office. So that's why my brother have your buy a car for me. Help me. You will be telling people, help me to thank him. Whereas you are the one that bought that car. Because as at then, that is fear of God. But today you see a level 3 or level 4, level 5 is riding GSK to office. Park where his own boss will also park. Because both of them are doing the same thing. So no more fear, no more anybody that say, I want to investigate you. Nobody investigating each other. I want to tell you that yes, the only thing you not do, at the time you say, where do you get the money? Okay, my son brought it from abroad. But whereas that money is gotten from that office. Or my daughter brought it for me from abroad.
Through corrupt
practices. So the thing today in Nigeria, I am afraid, let the government, the people in the name of authority also wake up. Wake up in the sense that there should be checkmate. Just like you go outside the country today. If you go outside the country today, you do not see there is civilian checkmating police officers. And police officers also looking at that civilian. But today in Nigeria, you see the police officer is the aim of affair. He does whatever he wants to do. At the end of the day, nobody questions him. It is said bail is free in Nigeria. Is bail really free? The question is no.
And that's corruption.
That's corruption. It's not free. It is said, just brought a vehicle from Lagos as you are coming to Benin. Custom stop you on the way. You have to pay dearly. You will be counting money, say take, and they are there. They're not afraid. Count it and give me and go. You are bringing goods. Goods you could not be able to get at the border. Why are you inside the town looking for goods? Looking for goods to people to arrest? Goods that are passed through the border, nobody touched them, but they are coming into Benin or they are going to outside Benin. You see a custom officer will be there. Say there is a contraband. How has it become a contraband? Where the country is hungry. Somebody bringing rice today, you are holding it as a contraband. How can rice be contraband inside Benin? That is because of the corruption that is wallowing in every segment today. Nobody is checking them. Go to other offices. Go to the hospital. Just go to the hospital. You have a sick person. Please, there's a man just tell you, no, put it there first. If you don't take care, if you don't pay, we will not be able to attend to that person. Why? Your duty is to attend to those who are sick. You are not a capital orator, you are a weather. You are there to attend to those who are sick. You say the person did not pay. You will not attend to that person. At the end of the day, because of that thing, the moment you give that person money, okay, we work now. We say how we can revive the person. So the thing have eaten deep. I am begging those who need more affair. It is not by establishing different reasons to fight corruption. No. Nigeria have one of the best law in the whole world. By going by our constitution, our criminal act, penal code, and the rest. We have the best law. You can see what is happening on your television now. Look at money that's supposed to be used to open industries in Nigeria. If this money you invest it in industry, even though when you thief and invest it in Nigeria, people will praise you, and you will be able to take people out of the street by investing that money in industry in Nigeria. But today, what we are saying, what we are looking at, that the moment you take the money, some idiot will even take the money and go and put it inside cupboard, and go and dig hole and put it. And the time money stay more than 1 month, you see that money got spoiled. A lot of money and got spoiled in Nigeria. So we take the money and go and put it on top of tank. How will you take money to go and put on top of tank? Why don't you use it to build industry? At the end of the day, when you are arrested, look at the industry. Nobody will even take that thing from you. But rather, so we take it out of the country, go and deposit it in Swiss account. Swiss account that will not you do anything. Nigeria bank is even more, the interest of Nigeria bank is even more than Swiss account. That my problem today is that those who are asked to fight corruption are the ones that are stealing with impunity. Thank you.
Yeah, but we must actually commend the EFCC, Ajibako.
Yeah.
As much as they've been able to also, in every organization, there are bad eggs. But we must commend the EFCC for the great job that they have done. Most of these arrests, even the clip that was shown, is actually the effort of the EFCC officials. So we must say kudos to the EFCC for the great job they are doing. They really expose corrupt Nigerians. They've exposed corrupt public office holders. They've exposed governors who have actually looted the common wealth of the country, who have looted resources. So ICPC is also doing a great job too, exposing these persons. Yes, we must also accept that they've been able to agree that there are some bad eggs. But don't you think this EFCC should be empowered? Because the EFCC said that special courts should be established to try corrupt public officers. Don't you think this EFCC should be empowered more?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I am totally in support of that.
Okay.
There should be a special court, because at the time you arrest a governor who have taken the state money, and the governor continue to enjoy what we call a patronage of investigation from EFCC, and you know the judge that is there has over 5,000 cases in his court. You don't expect that case will be dispensed immediately. But if there's a special court for EFCC, and as soon as those corrupt people are arrested, within 6 months, I think that case might have dispensed that case. And I am in total support. The government should, the House should please let there be a special court for fighting this corruption. Because the corruption today, it is not only in civil servants, even the ordinary person in the street is also corrupt. When you will see things, and that instead of you telling the truth, you will say truth, you will not say the truth, you will tell a lie. It's part of corruption. Yeah. And again, you know very well, like in your sister station the other time when I was there, I told them corruption is part of this tribalism. This what do you call it? Somebody you know that he's not an expert in the field. The person is not an expert in the field, and at the end of the day, you now say go and occupy a certain position.
Yes.
And how can that person be able to do well?
Yes.
That person will not be able to do well because the person is corrupt. Exactly. The person is not an expert in the field. Yes. Because it's your brother, you need kickback. That is why you want that person to be there.
Yes.
So I am also looking at a way whereby commission should also be established. When you are establishing a particular court, also establish commission, and that commission should also be look into time to time.
Yes.
Because without commission, you don't have a court. EFCC on its own. There should be a commission that will also be overseeing EFCC.
Okay, supervising the activity
of EFCC.
Okay.
Because when you have EFCC alone, nobody supervises EFCC. EFCC can do anything. That was why you have the other time some of the vehicles that were recovered from people. You see them themselves took the vehicle, share it, and themselves took the vehicle, sell it. Bauer did it. The former EFCC boss, he did it because he sold the vehicle to himself and his friend. But if there is a commission that is overseeing EFCC or seeing other ICPC or the rest, that commission will be able to ask questions. that thing is supposed to be put to the public domain to say, before you say this thing, do you bid for it? Although the bidding today in Nigeria is abracadabra. But that's one thing you should understand. Yeah. Because what they are doing in Nigeria today, I'm surprised. You will see they want to auction vehicles. Before they even talk about the auctioning vehicle, the vehicle is already gone. When you even go there, you are only wasting your time. Because they have said that vehicle before you arrive. So I think what we will do today is to have a very strong institution that is looking at EFCC. Although, I have to give kudos to EFCC. Yeah. EFCC is the only organization today, only this thing today in Nigeria that I have seen that do what they call investigate to arrest. EFCC doesn't just go to the field to say they want to arrest. No. When you send a petition to them, they must investigate that petition. They must do so many things before they even call for the arrest. It's not like police who, the moment you report a case, that moment they swing into action. That's what you call mobilization today. You will after pay mobilization. Because mobilization is very, very important to the police today. Anywhere, whether it's in Benin, whether it's in Abuja, whether it's in Lagos, they collect mobilization. Today, that's why you have OC this, OC that, OC that. The moment you pay, that's why the police are before they be able to arrive at a particular something, it's difficult. One, you're supposed to be doing what you call investigate to arrest, as is done in the advanced country. In advanced country, you don't arrest. If a man is selling Morocco today, or whatever, what you do? What they do there, immediately they report, you get the person, they will start investigating. They want to know the buyers. They want to know those who are buying for him. They want to know how this thing come into their country. They will investigate all. And during the process of investigation, what they do is to set camera everywhere. The day when they conclude their investigation, as the person is arrested, they don't even know to talk to the person. They put in a small room and slot in the cassette. Every of your activities will be showed there. You cannot deny it. But here in Nigeria, what is happening? The moment somebody is arrested, let us go. You break into the person in their apartment, you cannot even see anything. Because you have not done investigation before you arrest. I am appealing that the police should continue to learn. Because one, investigation is not about force. Investigation is about, you have to prevent it so that thing will not happen again. It's not, you cannot eradicate crime in this country, but you can reduce it to the barest minimum.
Okay, before we'll continue on the program, let me just quickly draw your attention to what happened in Edo State recently, where the Attorney General of Edo State, Barrister Samson Osage, was suspended from office, Commissioner of Justice and Attorney General, and the chairman of the Local Government Commission, Damian, was also suspended. You know, do you say it's kudos to Governor Okpebholo because it's an allegation? He said the government said they would set up a committee to investigate them because they were alleged to have committed financial infractions. Barrister Samson Osage has already issued a statement that he's ready to defend himself and that he's not involved in any financial infraction. But that quick suspension before a panel has been set up, do you say it's a proactive measure and the governor of Edo State should be commended for that?
No, the governor should not be commended.
Okay.
Because one, you don't just go by hearsay and suspect somebody.
Okay.
Because everyone is presumed innocent until he's found guilty. Somebody cannot just tell you now, Samson Osage is a criminal, immediately you go on air and suspend him. No, that inquiry is supposed to be set up, or you can even say suspended for a week or 2 weeks in order to go and answer to that crime. Whatever allegation is being laid. Then after the allegation, the blue paper will come out before you now talk about full suspension. But for now, because I cannot even comment, I'll be asking a lot of people. I've asked almost about 10 people, what is the problem with that issue? What did they do? Nobody will be able to tell me that this is what have happened there. I think the governor is a very good man. I think the governor should be able to, next time, first of all, find out something, get people to investigate the matter. You have already set up a panel. Let the panel go into action. At the end of the conclusion of the panel, that is the time you will now come out to suspend. Because if you continue to suspend like this, any information you hear, you suspend. Just like I am now. I'm the chairman of farmers. Some people are telling me, no, this man, and I know what I have been doing. And you have not called me to say, okay, what happened? That means you're not doing the right thing. First of all, get what happened before you swung into action. Because when you are in government, we have sacrifice. They don't have any other work. Their work is to tell lies.
Okay, but don't you think as a government, it is important that every government maintains zero tolerance for corrupt practices?
Yes.
Now, if you are suspended from office, it's for you not to be involved in the investigation. You know, so once the panel is set up, panel will call you to answer questions and all. But because you are no longer in the office, you will not be able to use the power of the office to influence such investigations. Don't you think every government should really have zero tolerance for corruption?
Yes, zero tolerance is a welcome development by every government. Okay. But you cannot suspend somebody till now. No panel have sit on it. Almost about how many days now? How many weeks? No panel have sit, and you don't expect that to be happening. First of all, you must first of all do a preliminary investigation. Okay. First, I don't think even to now as I'm talking, what happened about Sancho Sage is not to nobody. People only go on speculation. Oh, he embezzled, he did this. But the man has come on air to say, I is ready to face anybody. That he know that he have done nothing. I think with that, the governor will be able to say, yes, let me swing into action on time in order for this man to either exert himself or to be placated more. Because the man have come out to say, I don't do anything. It's only the other man that have not heard anything about him. If Sancho Sage say he was not even around, he have not done anything, he was in Abuja or this one, I think we should give him that grace to explain himself. Let the panel the governor have set up, let them start sitting. Are they sitting in abeyance? I don't understand. If you have set up a panel, you make it public. You make the panel public. Let the panel start sitting. Let Sancho Sage come. Let people also be there to listen. If the what you say have done, let us know what you have done. Because I do not see reason why some of us should be using political witch hunt. That is why the governor should also be very careful for those who are telling him lies. Should be very careful for those who are telling him lies too, because some people want cheap popularity by telling lies to say this person have done this, this person have done that. So let the panel sit. Let us know if Sancho Sage is guilty or not. If he's not guilty, he should stay back to as commissioner for justice, because there's a lacuna already in that seat, and the young man was doing well. Everybody love him. But for me, I do not go by speculation. I cannot comment more about that issue now.
Thank you very much. Okay, so we are actually looking at the crippling impact of corruption on the development of Nigeria and the states that make up Nigeria. There's a school of thought that strongly posits that Nigeria would have really enjoyed the status of giant of Africa if not for the crippling effect of corruption. Corruption in high places, corruption in government offices. These leakages have negative effect on the development of the country. You saw the footage, the video footage. That's the reason I said we must commend the FCC for the good job that they are doing. There's no organization that does not have bad eggs. We must also commend the Nigerian police. The Nigerian police, they also have their challenges, but with their presence, we also have impact. Yes, they must be improved. We agree. But they need to be there. So we commend the security agencies for what they are doing, but we are calling for a rejig. They should be empowered. They should be well funded. The welfare of police officers should be improved. The welfare of security agencies should be improved. The FCC should be empowered more to do more for Nigeria. We'll take a break now. When we come back, we'll be looking at the rifles, AK-47, allegedly missing from the armory of the Nigerian police force. We'll talk about that. We'll also talk about the seizure of a very, very prominent university in Kaduna State, now given to the federal government. Process of corruption. This is a welcome development. We'll do that after this break. Okay, it's always a delight to have you on the program, 60 Minutes Nigeria. My name is Erosa Agbonlao. With me is His Royal Highness Ahaji Bakodogo. He has given us very, very emotional comments against corruption, because he believes that corruption has permeated not only government ministries or public office holders. He even believes that family households, different families, the average Nigerian citizens are all involved. To the extent it is believed now that if you are not corrupt, in the eyes of the public, you are being seen as a fool. Once you try to be upright, you do what is right, other persons, instead of commending you, they'll be criticizing you. He wants to tell us that he's the only man. He wants to tell us he's the only good man. Nigeria is suffering from this corruption because Nigerians are not against corruption. If Nigerians are against corruption, from your little corner, you will exterminate corruption. And gradually, it will manifest in the public. Just recently in Kaduna State, Nok University was handed over to the federal government. That's kudos again to the FCC. It's the FCC that helped in that recovery. A public office holder established that university, and it was believed that it is because of the process of corruption. So President Bola Tinubu directed the federal government to take over Nok University, Kashia, Kaduna State, and transform it into a federal university. Vice President Kashim Shettima announced this during the formal handover of the institution's property and assets to the federal government by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, at the presidential villas. Once again, kudos to the EFCC for the great job they are doing. Following the president's directive issued after a federal high court in Abuja ordered the final forfeiture of the privately owned Nok University to the federal government, the institution has now been renamed the Federal University of Applied Sciences, Kashia, Kaduna State, in fulfillment of a promise made to the people of Southern Kaduna. The senior special assistant to the Vice President of Media and Communications, Stanley Unkocha, confirmed this development in a statement issued titled Nok Varsity, now Federal University of Applied Sciences, as Tinubu orders immediate takeover. So that is that on corruption. And I'll just allow Ahaji Bako to talk on that. Now the FCC helps in that recovery. So we've seen other recoveries that have been taken over by the federal government. Don't you think it's good to publicize them so that members of the public will know about it, and that the FCC must do more to make sure that people that confiscate or fraudulently convert government property and cash for private use should not only be prosecuted, but such money retrieved, property seized and handed over to the government.
Yes. It's a welcome development. Yes. I said it just now, I give kudos to EFCC. I happened to more ground in EFCC when my friend, one of my best friends, was there as one of the board member, Honorable Lukman Mohammed, barrister. That was where I know much about the activities of EFCC. And I know EFCC is an organization that is working. EFCC is only the organization in Nigeria today when you go there, they won't ask you to bring 1 naira. They swing it to investigation. They will not ask you to go and buy file. They start working, and they will ask you to go. As you go, they go into the matter proper by start investigating on their own without you knowing. Without you knowing. Somebody was arrested from Edo, was arrested in Port Harcourt, and he said he went to hospital in Benin. EFCC have to visit that hospital to find out if it is true that this man was in that hospital. Without the man knowing. But at the end of the day, it was now found that yes, the man was really in that hospital that said date. The FCC came back and showed the man the report. The man was surprised. That is how organizations should work. And we have to give them kudos because they have worked. That is why today I have enormous respect for Honorable Lukman Mohammed, the man who have just also been appointed by Okpewo in AAU as one of the board member there, because when he was in FCC, I know what he did there. Okay, so now, coming back again, yes. I think we also give kudos to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for taking over that university. Not university. Not university. It's also sound as a deterrence to other who want to steal, that they should know that the moment they take it, the government will go after them. That was what was happening in those days. So that's why in those days, you found that government will confiscate a house that already built and say this house now belongs to the government. I think with that, those who are stealing, and again, let me also tell you, no government can steal without the help of the civil servant. No governor can steal without the help of civil servant, because the government cannot, as you know today, government does not issue check. It is the civil servants that are there. The civil that will carry the file, that will tell the governor this is how you are going to move this money. I think EFCC, kudos to you people. And I pray we have more of EFCC. The police should learn from EFCC. The issue of saying, go and buy file, go and do mobilization, OC that, we should stop it. I told you the other time in this station, I went to Russia. On my way going, because I get to Russia, I don't report myself to police. I went to St. Petersburg to take a train to Freeland. When I got to the border, they stopped me, asked me to go back to Moscow, that I have no exit to leave. I was surprised. I said, why? I'm going away from. I said, no, you cannot leave. When I went to Nigeria ambassador. That man said he's also scared. He cannot even drive car. They took me to the station. I got there, so I don't say one policewoman. What are the police? They say in the feed, including the top hierarchy police people that were in the feed. The woman took me to a room, very mighty room. Look at camera, everything that's happening. The whole of Moscow was even showed there. Why don't we replicate that kind of thing in Nigeria? So that everything that is happening in the door will be showed. Instead of the commissioner or the IG or whoever staying inside ST, that will be in the feed, in the sun where we also are staying. You go to a station today right now, you will find that everybody's in inside ST. What are you doing in ST? Do you fight crime in ST? You fight crime outside. Because today, you go to a station, it's like a market. What are we doing there? Investigation is not a difficult thing. Today, there's supposed to be a computer that uses the taking statement. The leader could have gone beyond the issue of using biro to write statement. We should go into computer. No less than 4 or 5 persons will be in the station. Let every other person be in the field, so that we can reduce crime. At the time you go, just pass through New Benin as a whole. Just pass through this. You will not see one police person along the road, or less traffic warden who cannot even fight any crime. So I am begging the government to please, the issue of recruiting police to be in the station, they should be recruited, they should be employed to be in the field. Let all of us fight crime together. Because fighting crime is not for the police alone.
Okay. Now that you have just brought the issue of police,
yes,
we'll just quickly look at one trending report about the Nigerian police. The Senate actually questioned the Inspector General of Police about the report of the Auditor General. Because the audit office alleged that 3,907 AK-47s are missing. So now we have the reply of the police. Let me just give you that information now. Regarding recent news alleging that 3,907 arms are missing from Nigerian police force. The police said these allegations are misleading and inaccurate. The force wishes to clarify, I'm quoting them now, that this report appears to stem from an assessment of the report by the Office of the Auditor General of the Federation, dating back to 2019, likely reflecting records compiled prior to the current Inspector General of Police tenure. In the report, according to the police, it is stated that, in the report, it is stated that 3,907 AK-47 were unaccounted for and not missing, as speculated by the news. It is important to acknowledge the challenges faced by the police during periods of civil unrest, during which several police officers were killed and their arms scattered away, and some attacks and looting of police facilities and armories, resulting in the loss of arms. However, every effort has been made to account for the arms that were taken, while many have been recovered back to the armory or to the arms holding of the force. We also note that when auditors conduct visits to armories, they may not find all arms present at the time due to the issuance of weapons to personnel for operational purposes. Okay, so this is the explanation of Nigerian police force regarding the issue of the AK-47 rifles allegedly missing from the police force. They've explained that they are not missing, that they are only unaccounted for. I think it's a matter of semantics, a matter of grammar. But let me inform you, watching us now, that you can contribute via telephone to this program. The phone number will be displayed. You can contribute, but do not use derogatory language. Do not insult anybody. Just as a patriotic Nigerian, go straight to the point, make your comments that can help the country overcome corruption, insecurity, and the likes. Ajibako, yeah. Now the police, they need funding. They also need a lot of monitoring, because this kind of news now is very disturbing, because we're having insecurity and they are saying that arms are unaccounted for. That's what the police is saying. Why the Auditor General Office say arms are missing? Is this not disturbing?
Well, I will take the issue of Auditor General. When these arms were missing, did the IG report to anybody that police arms are missing, so that we also look for to see how we can recover the arm for them? No. Why is it that when audit have taken place now, you are now coming to tell Nigerian citizens that no, arms are not missing? It was during that time for the arrest. We should not be doing that. If arms are missing, let the public know. Don't cover anything. That's why, because we continue to cover for ourselves, that's why the country is not moving forward. Like the Police Service Commission today, who's supposed to be, the Police Service Commission is supposed to be an eye watch or watchdog for the police itself. They are handicapped because the IG does not take order from them. I don't know what established. Do you know that there is original people supposed to be watching the police that is headed by the president? Every governor of the state is a member of it, of that commission. But to my greatest surprise, I don't see them holding meeting about the police. Because all governors in the state supposed to be a member of that. Even
the governors are chief security officers.
But the governors and chief security officers in the state are not. Are just by mouth. It's not in letter. The commissioner of police does not take order. He does not take order from the governor. He said he take order from the IG. If the governor and the president are part of the service commission,
security council.
The security council, why must a governor? Why must a commissioner of police does not take order from the governor? No, I think we should go back to the drawing board. Let the governor, let the president tell. The police cannot only be answerable to the president and the IG. The governor must be in charge in every state.
Okay, we'll come back to you,
yes.
Bako, but we'll just take a brief break now. I hope you are enjoying the program, 60 Minutes Nigeria. We're looking at the crippling impact of corruption on the development of Nigeria. You and I, we're all affected, we're all disturbed, because Nigeria is crawling instead of taking its position in the Committee of Nations. It is very, very perturbing that right now, inflationary trend and all others, and it is believed that Nigeria may not even have any need to go for external loans if there are no pilfering, if there are no leakages in the system, if public office holders are not looting. So we must check corruption for Nigeria to take its place. You can contribute to this program via our telephone lines. You can make a contribution. Once we get your call, we'll allow you to comment so that you can be a part of the program. Ajidoko, what's the way forward now? How do we move forward? How do we move above this corruption? Okay, well, we have a caller now. We just say, hello, caller. Good afternoon. Yeah, good afternoon. Tell us your name and where you are calling from. Hello, go on. Tell us your name and where you are calling from. Okay, I must apologize for that. We're having some technical issues. We are unable to continue with that telephone. So we apologize for that. We apologize. Well, we have another caller. Let's see whether we can get this right so that, okay. Good afternoon.
Hello, my brother.
Yeah, please tell us your name and where you are calling from.
Okay, I'm Mohammed from Siloko Road, before Olia Market.
Okay.
Mohammed from Siloko Road, before Olia Market.
Make your contribution.
Yeah, good afternoon. I hear well that you talk to the cover one university from Kaduna.
Yeah, Knock University, Kaduna.
Hello, the university, I think for ask.
The university is called Knock University, N-O-K.
Okay. Who gets away the collector for?
Now one is an official of the federal government. So EFCC was able to recover it. Yeah, it was alleged that he set up the university with a process of corruption.
Okay, meanwhile, you are not allowed to mention the name of it.
We don't want to mention the name of the person.
They don't want to mention the name. That is part of the corruption.
Is it the name that matters to you or the act?
No, I know. I'm supposed to know the judge. If that guy just come out tomorrow, I contest. You want to contest? They will say, okay, that man, I don't do so much.
Just Google it. You will see it yourself.
Okay, thank you. God bless you. I think my brother went to the
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, this caller is interested in the name of the person. I won't give you the name. I will give you what happened and what the FCC did. The university is now federal government university. So that is what we have done. And I think that is information that we intend to give out on this program. If you want details, you can always Google it. Okay, we have another caller. Good afternoon. Please, your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Samuel, medical store.
Okay, Samuel, you're welcome. What's your contribution?
Well, I want to give kudos to the FCC.
Okay, thank you.
For that doctrine and hand over to the federal government.
Yes.
This has a bit honor to others. Because the rate of corruption in this country is too much, so amazing. And secondly, I want the government to do one thing. They should remove what is called immunity. Make the immunity that give them more power for the collecting the exam money and budget and all these things. If we come like, how will the coming generation enjoy this country? So I want to appreciate your work in this 60-minute program.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. The first caller also commented you back. Okay. Now we have another caller. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Tell us your name. Where are you calling from?
My name is Henry Osagbovo. I'm calling from Medica.
Thank you very much. Go on.
Okay. What I have to contribute is that the government, I can't say the government are not trying. They are trying. It is we that are working with them that are corrupt.
Yes.
Okay? Because if the government should set out a project or an industry for the civil servant to work on, we are always the one that destroyed it. Just imagine coming from Ogida Market to Siloko Road. You can see some policemen at the road just extracting 200 naira, 100 naira from buses. And the corruption we are talking about is not the government. And the government are doing everything possible to make sure these things are in line. But we are the one killing it. That's my contribution.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you from Medical Stores. Thank you. Well, some of these allegations, they are allegations that citizens have seen. We expect those in charge to ensure that they ensure that these kind of practices are curbed, are stopped from the society. Okay, we have another caller. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon. Mr.
Please, your name and where are you calling from?
Okay, I'm Mr. Felix Idebe. I'm calling from Ewotubu quarters.
Thank you very much. Go on.
If you look at the situation of corruption in Nigeria, it can deeply hit us. Because what is happening, we are complaining of this economic that is due to the corruption in the country.
Okay.
Imagine those people that the EFCC are recovering some huge amount from. What are they? They are government officials that are supposed to serve the people. Instead, they are taking the money that is supposed to be used for the benefit of the masses, being enriched themselves. So, if we look at it, every person getting to the commissioner, local government chairman, before they get into the office, they should tell us how much they have in account, how many houses they have before they go into politics. Because this time now, it seems if you want to eat money without being disturbed, you go into government. So this corruption of a team has jumped deeply into us. Imagine you can send a small child. First day you send it without giving him something. He will go second day, but the third day will not go because you call him to say he not go. That brother will give me something. That's part of corruption. Thank you, brother, for a nice job.
Thank you very much. Okay, thank you. I can see that members of the public are really interested in calling to 60 Minutes Nigeria. We'll give you the opportunity next week by the grace of God. But let's just get the closing remarks of our Yibako so that we can call it a day on the program. What's your closing remarks?
Well, my closing remarks about corruption. Corruption is so elaborate that you cannot even finish definition of corruption.
Yes.
But the only thing we can do, every government should sit down and think about what to do, and let every ministry have corruption unit. Corruption unit in every, anti-corruption unit in every ministry, in order to reduce, because we cannot really fight it or eradicate it, in order to reduce it. Because corruption in the unit, when you are now able to do that, you will be able to fight it. And again, at home, the audience ways who are also corrupt by taking land for someone else and give it to somebody. In Nigeria, we should be able to say the truth. You have taken an oath, because corruption starts from home. You don't even start from the government. It starts from home. Even you as a father, you will see your children doing wrong. Instead of you to tell them what you are doing is wrong, you are siding one because one is making money.
Thank you, Alhaji Dogo. Time is not always our friend of the program. That's all we can accommodate on this week's edition of 60 Minutes Nigeria. Thanks for being a part of the program. Bye-bye.